what you're going to be doing is drawing portraits of each other.
Oh,
I love it.
So-
You've obviously heard of my impressive art skills.
Is
Can
there
you
a...
both draw, by the way? Is that
No.
something? No? Okay.
My sister is an amazing artist.
Yeah.
And
This is going to be a dog's dinner.
yeah, I did not inherit
It
any
didn't
of that.
quite. What colour do you want?
Well, I'm going to change colours as we go. And I assume we're going to be answering
I'm going
questions.
to also ask you questions, yes. So
Okay, we can do it, Tony. All right,
Should we draw like an orgy scene or something like that? What do you think? You think that would be
It's a
appropriate?
portrait. You've got to draw a portrait.
Of who?
Of me.
Of you?
And I'm going to draw one of you.
So basically, I'm going to start that again because that's awful.
See, it's going to be hard to answer a
No, we
question.
can multitask. We can multitask.
It's such a fascinating time in history. Did you...
I look like the devil. Is that what your head looks like?
I hope so.
This is actually quite
Yeah,
good.
eyes on yours.
I don't know. You've got nice lips, haven't you? I'm butchering your lips right now.
Don't. That's the one thing you can't butcher. Otherwise, people will.
No,
people will
they'll
come
be
for
like-
you. Powers that be. Yeah.
That's true.
You look a bit pudgy in this, but I don't think that's far from the truth. Is that, you know?
How
Is that wrong to say? Can I say that? Well, you're still an embryo. How old are you? 18?
in my life?
Were you born this century? When were you
I'm
born?
12 years old.
Would you be able to do some sort of grand unveiling for us of these?
Yes.
I think you should go first because
Should
that
I?
isn't an absolute atrocity. I'm deeply offended.
So this is meant to be Nick Galitzine.
Alright, don't- Just say Nick.
This is Nick who plays George. Okay. It's the reason I played Van Gogh.
Oh, wow.
The lips are pretty amazing.
Yes, they were.
Let's see.
And this is my
this is great.
image of Tony. Your essence.
Good.
Yeah, I really have to wrap this.
Okay, I'm sorry. You should not have given
so
this.
much fun.
Wait, there are pre-existing.
There are.
There are pre-existing.
These are really
So,
good.
Yeah, those are gorgeous.
These are really
That's,
good.
I'm
No
Henry
pressure.
Sourdough. Henry Sourdough.
Jordan and Henry from
Sourdough.
Big Brother
Oh,
did
look,
these.
that's
Oh wow! I love that you kept these
It's
in.
really good.
So this is Nicola Coughlan and Amy Lou Wood's drawings of each other. Yeah,
She's an
it's good,
incredible
isn't it?
actress. That's really good.
And then the final ones are
What's
Olivia
going on
Colman.
here? Who did this?
Olivia Colman did that one.
And this one,
And Jessie Buckley did that one. So
icons. Of the
don't
All
game.
right, Jessie.
Yeah, what are your
All
thoughts?
rounder she is.
This is
She's a great
very
actress.
this is very
Olivia Colman.
sort of what would you abstract? almost,
yes,
you'd
a
say.
little bit. Yeah.
So
no, Olivia actually did look like that on the day.
oh, she did, just draped in.
Some could say abstract, some could say shit. But it depends on your outlook. It's all very subjective art.
They are
isn't it?
both icons
Very
of the industry.
subjective.
They are both
So
icons.
true.
How dare you.
The series has been described by one Nicholas Galitzine as dark, sexy sex.
Is that how you say your name?
Not
No,
quite,
I
but
know,
it's
I know.
but
I've written
to be fair to you, I mean, it is a difficult name to pronounce.
I've written it
I've
phonetically as
butchered
well.
it
and
many
I've-
times. Galitzine.
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 When you say that so
Yes,
nice,
perfect.
say that again.
You calm down.
Don't make
alright?
fun of people. Just because
No,
they
but
can't pronounce
that
your
was
name.
I wasn't
It
going to pick
wasn't-
you up on it, but thanks for the
I
effort.
did, yeah.
Thank you.
I've had a lifetime of that.
I'm interviewing Anne Hathaway next week.
Oh, you are? Okay.
So yeah, don't know if you have a message for her. Like
Send my regards for her. I mean, I'm seeing her in I'm talking about Anne Hathaway. Can you get out of the way, please?
Sorry, Anne. Sorry.
She's a much better co-star than he is. I'll tell you that much.
much better kisser. I'm sure.
That's 100% true. I'm going to see her in a few weeks at South by because we've got our movie closing the festival there, and we're really excited about it. And she's incredible in it as well. So yeah, certain people have been speaking about the necessity of sex and intimacy in film and TV, and I think in certain cases maybe it's not integral, but I think for our show, I mean, yes, we want to curate this sense of sensuality and intrigue for the era, but I think it serves in a big capacity. I think especially for my character, it's how he dominated people.
What were those more physical scenes like to film?
Nightmare, absolute nightmare.
Well,
he never shaved, he'd halitosis.
I mean, I
terrible
don't
breath.
have much
Awful.
facial hair anyway,
No.
let's be honest, but
I'll be serious, go on.
I'd be interested to hear what you had to say. I had to sleep with a lot of characters. I think we did a body count
In
by the
preparation
end.
for the role?
Yeah, in preparation and during and after, actually.
Wow.
But
Couldn't get enough.
Couldn't get enough. I'd done sort of intimacy work before, Red, White, and Royal Blue, and a few other occasions, and it's amazing how comfortable you can become in that sort of setting, and especially, you know, I had to because of George. You know, that's his currency in the world. That's how he achieves what he wants. And with Tony, it's funny because obviously you can see we're good mates, but
Are we?
I like to think so.
Only a true mate would say that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think we immediately like wanted to connect and like get to know each other because we knew we'd have to kind of undertake all of these scenes, and I think it really helped with like the intimacy and the love that kind of existed between them.
Because obviously, as you can tell, Nick doesn't have much levity about him, and I tried to lighten it up on set, especially when you're
When I'm trying
standing there with 5 other naked geezers, and you're like, did they work out in the Jacobean era? You know, I haven't been eating for 3 months to prepare for this,
true.
and all these other guys are like, you know, Magic Mike. No, no, it was fun because we started talking in text beforehand, and we were having a bit of a laugh. But I think there's a sensual nature to a lot of the show and sexuality to it. But I think ultimately it's not about that. That's elements of it. But then it definitely becomes this tenderness, friendship, and ultimately love between a lot of these characters. You know, he wasn't a bad-looking bloke, I suppose.
No.
Thanks, man.
Must have been. Well, I mean George, but yeah.
Oh,
you two.
okay. Thank you.
Oh, stop it.
Nicholas, you've taken on a lot of sort of gay roles. Like, how do you choose your roles, and what maybe sort of attracts you to roles that are rooted in queerness?
Yeah, I think there's a sort of a plethora of reasons for this. I think one, I have so many friends within the community, and I know so many of them didn't feel like they had these stories growing up. And you know, you look at a show like this is so different to like Red, White and Royal Blue, for example, which I know so many of my gay friends were like, wow, to have something cheesy and broad and like wholesome is like really, really important. And I think the resonance of that means a lot to me. But also I think with all of these characters, the thing that I find really intriguing as an actor is that underbelly of vulnerability and having to hide oneself. And you know, I'm very interested in identity, and you know, George is very different in a way, because you know, his sex and his sexuality is his power in a way. There's no door that he can't walk through. You know, there's no one he won't seduce if it leads to power. So I think they've just all been really rich characters in of themselves, and you know, you read that in script and it just becomes a bit of a no-brainer.
Can you tell me something about Julianne that might surprise people?
She's a redhead, isn't she?
She's a natural redhead.
What?
I know.
She's a natural.
It's sickening. What I will say, I'm sure she wouldn't mind me saying this. You know, we obviously see her as this like incredible, dramatic actress, but the levity she brings to the set before actually shooting she's so amicable, and she's really bouncy. Yeah. She does this little dance. She makes up these little songs before shooting.
She was just singing in
there. Yeah, she's always singing. I don't think she likes to go like so like dark before a take, even if we're doing something really emotional. And I think that's really smart, and it kind of creates a sense of ease with the people around her. Yeah.
When I first met Julianne, came into we're in a rehearsal room in the studios. And we were introduced to each other, and I said, "Hi, Julianne, how you doing? Tony, nice to meet you." And she's like, "Oh, where are you from, Tony?" And I said, "Oh, I'm Glaswegian." And she goes, I said, "Yeah, I'll be playing this accent hopefully as King James." And she was like, "Oh my God, you're gonna mess me up, you know?" Because I said, "Why?" She goes, "I'll be doing like an English accent. And did you know my mother's from Greenock, you know?" And I was like, "Yeah, I heard about that. You know, her mother's from a wee town called Greenock, just outside Glasgow, you know." So I don't think I did mess her up because she nailed it, you know.
Yeah,
really strong.
Wow. Can I read out a fun fact, which is kind of silly. This is kind of cool.
You can't trust his facts all the time.
No, I know you can't.
Because he told me. I'm gonna.
Go on. Let's go on. He's going to expose me again.
He comes up to me and he
goes,
I
read it on Wikipedia.
Shush. But there you go. There's your first.
I love
There's your
Wikipedia.
first
Mistake.
He says, because George was named Duke of Buckingham. He said, "Do you know, Buckingham Palace was named after King George, after George Villiers. Sorry."
He believed me,
and I believed him, and I started going around telling people this, and then I was like, you know what, I should just probably fact check this. I looked it up. It doesn't say that anywhere on the internet.
Someone must have been lying.
I watched it with my friend, and she said that was a gift to George?
You see,
I think
there's an element of truth.
maybe
in
it was a well, yeah, there's an element.
It's a myth that exists for sure, anyway.
Okay, well,
Well, maybe it's true.
don't give him too much.
Would you be able to do some sort of grand unveiling for us of these?
Yes.
I think you should go first because
Should
that
I?
isn't an absolute atrocity. I'm deeply offended.
So this is meant to be Nick Galitzine.
Just say Nick.
This is Nick who plays George. Okay, it's the reason I played Van Gogh.
Oh, wow.
Now, I don't understand how my face reached such sort of ballooning size, because I like to think that, you know, I've got a decent sort
No,
of
but there's
couple
nothing
decent.
wrong with that. That could have been you when you were younger. You know,
It could have been, it wasn't, but
right? And
actually, you know what?
lips are
you
good.
know
though.
what?
I think the
actually?
lips
Lips
are
are
good.
good,
The
You
yeah.
lips
know
are
what?
good.
My parents used to call me Cannonball Head when I was a toddler because
My
I had
case in point.
I had a tiny body but a big head, and I used to fall over and smash into things.
And do you think your ego has expanded?
Yeah,
much
it
in the last
has,
few years?
it
You've
has.
been
Nick,
doing
how
quite
about
well.
yours?
Yeah, thank
You're
you.
very grounded. You're
Thank
very
you.
salt of the earth.
I appreciate
That's what I say
that.
about you.
I am. The lips are pretty amazing.
Yes, they were.
Let's see.
And this is my
Oh, this is great.
image of Tony.
It looks like Van Gogh, actually.
Yeah, I wish I would have had some orange because he is very fucking ginger.
What do you mean? What is that?
So I
It
tried
looks
to
Oh, I think you've
I-
got it.
I try to combine the red and the yellow to create.
It's very good. Thank you for the eyebrows. But I've got a shifty look on. I love the way I'm sort of looking over. Yeah.
Yeah. Your essence.
Good.
I really have to wrap this.
Okay, I was like, you should not have given
Having
it
so
this.
much fun.